I'm Phillip Jauregui. Welcome to this action alert. For those of you that are just learning about JAG, I'll just tell you very briefly, our mission is judicial renewal, which occurs when judges forsake legislating from the bench and instead return to their noble role of deciding cases according to the laws that have already been passed by the American people and their elected representatives. One of the tasks that we have in accomplishing judicial renewal is working for good judicial appointments. And of course, one of those, or I want to talk about one of those judicial appointments today. President Obama has nominated John McConnell to serve on the United States District Court for Rhode Island. And there are a number of reasons that I think you will want to oppose and ask your senators to oppose John McConnell. And matter of fact, if you go to our website, Judicial Action Group, you'll see a one-page memo that's fully documented with footnotes and gives you many reasons and a lot of good research on why you would want to oppose him. But I want to tell you in particular about two, because we don't have all the time to go through every one of those reasons, but just quickly two. The first is that McConnell is a member, and still is a member, of the American Constitution Society, just like Goodwin Liu out at Berkeley. The American Constitution Society is an organization that in the very terms of its charter is opposed to the literal reading of the Constitution. Well, if someone's going to sit on the federal bench and they don't believe in a literal reading of the laws, then what you end up with is a judicial activist who says, well, I see what the law says and I see what the legislatures and the people have said the law is, but I don't like it. I'm not going to follow the literal reading. I'm going to go with my own. They get into this evolving constitution theory where the Constitution basically evolves into whatever they want it to be, and it always ends up being liberal views of the Constitution, liberal political preferences. The second reason that you'll want to oppose McConnell is that he is the former director of Planned Parenthood. Now, he wasn't just a donor to Planned Parenthood or a member of Planned Parenthood, which would be bad enough, but he was the director of Planned Parenthood. He essentially was Planned Parenthood. I mean, this is like, in my opinion, it's like putting Planned Parenthood on the federal bench. On John McConnell's Senate questionnaire that he submitted to the Senate, he lists Planned Parenthood as one of the places where he served, lists the address as 111 Point Street in Providence, Rhode Island. If you go to Planned Parenthood's website and in Providence, Rhode Island, and look there, you see it again, 111 Point Street. You can see a picture of the building, and you'll notice that on their own website they list that they provided abortion services. So John McConnell was not merely pro-abortion, he served for an abortion clinic where they performed abortions. And in my opinion, it's simply inappropriate for John McConnell to now be deciding issues of life and death on the federal bench. And many of our senators agree with that, and they need to hear from us on that point. Which leads me to the action item today. And what we want to ask you to do is to contact your senators and ask them to stop McConnell, stop John McConnell. And of course, please always be respectful with your senators, but be very clear too that we believe McConnell needs to be stopped, even by using a filibuster to do that. If you have any further questions or want to see more information on McConnell, you can go to the judicialactiongroup.com website. You'll see a full memo on McConnell, and of course, give us a call if we can answer any of your questions. Thanks a lot.